Hello everyone. Today we will see how to install this TSI digital hub solution. To begin, you need to go to our GitHub link um, and um, go to this TSI digital hub solution. So if you scroll down, you will get to see the installation instructions. Today I will sort of walk you through and get the solution up and running on a Docker. So if you want to get a high level overview of the features, you should go to this link, check out our blog post. It tells you the features available in the solution. Yeah, and there are a few prerequisites. You need to have Java JDK 17 or higher installed. You need to follow the steps. So in my case, I have already installed. So I'll just go and sort of verify. I've created a new demo folder which is sort of empty right now. So I will check Java is installed. Yes. So once you install, you should see, if you do a Java minus version, you should see something like this, OpenJDK version 17. I'll go to the next step, which is you need to have this Apache Maven, which is a build script for the backend Java application. You need to install. The moment you install, you can verify using this. The third step is you need to have Docker up and running on your local machine. So in my case, I already have Docker already installed, and it is sort of running here. I will go and verify. So the way you verify is you run this Docker info. Yeah, you should see these container sort of running. Next, you need to have Git installed. So I've installed Git already. So you can verify this by Git version. Yeah. For the front-end application, you need Node.js. Should install the Node.js, and you can verify it using this command node. Yeah. So now with that, you can jump onto the installation steps. You can, first clone and download the Git repository using this command. Yeah. So now if you check, there is a TSI Digital Hub folder. Just get inside that. Right. So this is the step number 1. The step number 2 is you need to uh, have an env file. So for the env file, I think we have created an example. If you go to the TSI Digital Hub, so there is an example file. I can just open it on this. Right, so you just have to enter your Postgres DB name, user, password. The other things you can just leave it like this for your local environment. So now what I will do is I will just modify this, say my hub, right? That is my Postgres DB name. Postgres. Right. So close this, and I will rename this file to .env. Right? Yes. So this is step 2. We have created the .env file. The next step is you have to build the modules. For the backend, you can run the build backend. .bat. So the backend build is done now. Before I actually run the front end build, I need to go to the front end directory and do an npm install. What this will do, it will download all the necessary libraries into a folder called node modules. Once this is done, you can go back and do a build front end. Okay, so this is going to take a little bit long, so I'm going to pause the video now. All right, so we are back again. The npm install is done, so I will move forward with my next step of building the front end. So I will go back to my digital hub root directory and run the build front end. Right. So this is going to take some time again. So I will pause my video. Okay, so we are back again. The front end build is done, and we are ready to get started with our Docker. The first step is to ensure that your database schema is correct and you have the right admin credentials. So I'll show you where exactly the DB scripts are. Go to my demo. Go to backend. There is a folder called DB. This is where all the DB scripts are there. So, and you will find an init file. You just have to sort of open it up and open it up on my notepad, and if you go all the way down, you will see that once all the DB schema is created and there are these metadata like the state, city, other lookups the application is using, all that is sort of loaded from the CSV file, and finally we'll also create an admin account. Right? In this case, there are these two tables, organization and admin. See, if you here I'm sort of registering TSI Tech Solutions Co-op Foundation. In your case, you will use this one organization name, and also the admin email ID. If you see here, I'm using an admin TSI Co-op. This again you will sort of change it as per your organization, right? So this is one thing to know while you are setting up. Once it's done, then you can start. Before I start, I will just check if any of the Docker processes are running. So in this case, React. Okay, so there was an issue with the environment variable which I have just corrected. So when you run your Docker compose down V, you should get a blank response, right? So it means that your environment is correct and no Docker processes are running. Once you make sure that is the case, then you can start your Docker by running this Docker compose build. So this is again going to take a while. It's going to download all your database, the application server. There is an Nginx reverse proxy. Everything is going to get downloaded, and as a part of it, so the Docker compose will build the backend, build the front end, and deploy the application. Right, so this is what is going to happen. It is going to take a while, and I'm going to pause my video again. Alright, so we are back again. My Docker build is complete now. The moment it is complete, at the end you will see this app server image. It's been built, the front end is built. You'll say, okay, database container is healthy, app server is started, front end is started, right? So the moment it is done, then we need to do a bunch of checks. The instructions are here. The first thing that you do is you run the docker ps command. It sort of shows you that all of these instances are running, and to check your PostgreSQL log, you can check this. So I look into the PostgreSQL log, and you see that the I think the database has started and ready to accept connections. And then I look at the app server log. Yeah, again it should look clean, and you can see, okay, now your DB, my DB has been sort of loaded, and all the configurations loaded in the app server. You should see that, okay, TSI co-op service started in local environment, right? And after that you can also check your front end instance. Yeah, again you will see some logs there. So that's looks fine. So what I do is, now I try and, so your application is up and running on local host port 3000. We just have to go and sort of check it. Going to localhost 3000. I'll use this admin email ID that we configured. Need to get past the captcha. Then it takes me to the OTP. In the production environment you will get an OTP, but here the local you can get past using 1234. The moment you are done, so it sort of takes you to the application. Yeah, so this is it. Thank you.